Today, we are looking at a legend that refused to stay in the rearview mirror. The automotive world felt a collective sting when the final Audi R8 rolled off the assembly line in early 2024. For nearly 2 decades, it was the sensible supercar, a mid-engine masterpiece that shared its DNA with Lamborghini but kept its cool with German precision. But as we move into 2026, the silence of its departure is being replaced by the hum of a radical new beginning. The 2026 Audi R8 is no longer just a rumor, it is a rebirth. While the previous generations were defined by the soul-stirring scream of a naturally aspirated V10, the 2026 model marks a massive technological pivot. Audi is navigating a crossroads with 2 distinct paths for this icon. The first is a high-performance hybrid powerhouse. Reports suggest Audi is leveraging its partnership with Lamborghini, potentially utilizing the electrified V8 architecture found in the new Temerario. This would mean a twin-turbocharged 4.0-liter V8 paired with 3 electric motors, pushing output toward a staggering 900 horsepower. It retains the mechanical soul enthusiasts crave while embracing the instant torque of the electric era. However, the most buzz surrounds the RX project, the fully electric successor. Built on a bespoke performance platform rather than a shared SUV chassis, this version aims to redefine what an EV can be. We are looking at a tri-motor setup capable of delivering over 1,000 horsepower. Audi's engineers are reportedly working on a unique mid-engine battery layout, stacking the cells behind the seats rather than under the floor. This keeps the center of gravity low and preserves that classic, hunkered-down supercar seating position that R8 fans love. Visually, the 2026 R8 is a masterclass in evolution. The signature side blades are expected to return, but they are now functional aero ducts designed to cool massive battery arrays or hybrid systems. The front fascia has become more aggressive, featuring ultra-slim matrix-LED headlights and a broader, lower stance that looks like it's suctioned to the tarmac. It manages to look futuristic without losing the sophisticated silhouette that made the original 2006 model an instant classic. Inside, the cabin is a digital sanctuary. Audi is moving away from traditional screens in favor of a wraparound OLED virtual cockpit and augmented reality heads-up displays that project racing lines and performance data directly onto the windshield. Despite the high-tech shift, the focus remains on the pilot. Every dial and touch surface is angled toward the driver, wrapped in sustainable yet premium materials like recycled Alcantara and matte carbon fiber. The 2026 Audi R8 represents more than just a new car. It's a statement that the supercar isn't dying, it's just changing its voice. Whether it arrives with the growl of a hybridized V8 or the futuristic whistle of a 1,000 horsepower electric motor, one thing is certain. The R8 remains the crown jewel of the 4-ring. It continues to bridge the gap between track-ready violence and daily driver comfort, proving that even in a changing world, some legends are destined to lead the pack. Would you like me to create a detailed technical spec comparison between the old V10 and this new 2026 model? Today, we are diving deep into a car that has sparked more debate than perhaps any other in the history of the M division. It is the 2026 BMW M5, also known as the 90. For decades, the M5 has been the ultimate benchmark for the executive super sedan, balancing businessman-like restraint with supercar-slaying performance. But for 2026, BMW has taken a massive leap into the world of electrification, and the results are polarizing, powerful, and technologically mind-blowing. Let's start with what is under that sculpted hood. The heart of the new M5 is a 4.4-liter twin-turbo V8, but it is no longer working alone. It is paired with a high-performance electric motor integrated directly into the 8-speed M-Steptronic transmission. Together, this plug-in hybrid system pumps out a staggering 717 horsepower and a mountain-moving 738 pound-feet of torque. Those are numbers we used to only see in hypercars just a few years ago. When you plant your foot, the electric motor provides instant torque to bridge the gap while those massive turbos spool up. The result? A 0 to 60 time of just 3.4 seconds. While that is lightning fast, it is interesting to note that it isn't actually faster than the previous, lighter generation. This brings us to the elephant in the room. Wait, because of the battery and hybrid components, the 2026 M5 tips the scales at over 5,300 pounds. To help manage that bulk, BMW has packed it with every piece of chassis magic in their arsenal, from active roll stabilization to rear wheel steering, which helps the car feel much smaller and more agile than its physical footprint suggests. Visually, the M5 remains a masterclass in aggressive subtlety. It is significantly wider than the standard 5 Series, with flared wheel arches that house staggered 20-inch wheels in the front and 21-inch wheels in the rear. The front end is dominated by a revised kidney grille with iconic glow illumination, and at the back you get the signature quad exhaust tips integrated into a massive rear diffuser. It looks mean, planted, and ready to dominate the left lane of the Autobahn. Stepping inside, the cabin is a futuristic cockpit of luxury. The centerpiece is the BMW curved display running the latest iDrive 8.5 software. Everything is tailored for the driver, featuring M-specific graphics, a flat-bottomed steering wheel with those iconic red M buttons, and carbon fiber trim everywhere. The new M multifunction seats offer the perfect blend of long-distance comfort and the lateral support you need when you're exploring the limits of the MX Drive system. Speaking of the drivetrain, the MX Drive remains one of the best in the business. It is rear biased by default, but you can still engage a pure 2WD mode if you want to smoke the rear tires in a cloud of expensive rubber. Plus, for the first time, you have a legitimate electric-only range of about 25 to 30 miles, meaning you can glide silently through your neighborhood before unleashing the V8 Fury on the open road. The 2026 BMW M5 represents a new era. It is heavier, smarter, and more complex than ever before, but it remains a tour de force of engineering. It's a car that refuses to compromise on luxury while delivering performance that defies the laws of physics. Would you like me to compare the 2026 M5 specs against its main rivals like the Mercedes-AMG S63 or the Audi RS7? Today, we are diving into one of the most anticipated revivals in automotive history. For over 2 decades, there has been a rotary-shaped hole in the hearts of car enthusiasts. While the RX-8 tried to carry the torch, purists have always looked back at the FD RX-7 as the high watermark of Japanese engineering. Now, as we approach 2026, Mazda is finally ready to answer the call with a machine that blends heritage with the future. The 2026 Mazda RX-7 is no longer just a rumor or a collection of hopeful forum posts. Following the stunning debut of the iconic SP concept, Mazda executives have confirmed that this design was created with the specific intent of reaching production. The silhouette is a masterclass in modern minimalism, featuring the classic Coke bottle shape that defined the 1990s icon. Perhaps the most exciting detail for fans is the return of the pop-up headlights, reimagined as sleek, slimline LED units that emerge from the hood to maintain that retro cool factor. Underneath the hood, Mazda is doing what they do best, innovating where others compromise. The heart of the 2026 model is a newly developed twin-rotor Wankel engine. However, this isn't the high-maintenance engine of the past. It serves as part of a sophisticated rotary AV system. While early reports suggested the engine would only act as a generator, recent patent filings and insider leaks suggest a much more exciting reality. Mazda is working on a setup where the rotary engine can directly drive the rear wheels, assisted by a tri-motor electric system. This configuration is expected to produce roughly 365 horsepower, providing that linear, high-revving thrill we expect from a rotary, but with the instant torque of electric motors to fill in the low-end gaps. The focus here is weight. Mazda knows that an RX-7 must be light. Target figures suggest a curb weight of around 1450 kilograms, distributed in a perfect 50 balance. This is achieved by mounting the compact rotary engine low and toward the center of the chassis, creating a front mid-engine layout that promises razor-sharp turn in and incredible agility. Inside the cabin, the 2026 RX-7 stays true to its driver-centric roots. You won't find massive, distracting screens spanning the entire dashboard. Instead, the interior is expected to be a focused cockpit with high-quality materials like Alcantara and machined aluminum. Everything is positioned to enhance the connection between the driver and the machine, keeping the Jinba Itai philosophy alive. Expected to launch in late 2025 as a 2026 model, this car isn't just a replacement for the MX-5, it is a flagship that will sit above it, ready to take on the Toyota Supra and the Nissan Z. It represents a bold bet that the rotary engine still has a place in a carbon-neutral world, especially with Mazda's commitment to making these engines compatible with carbon-neutral fuels and hydrogen. The RX-7 has always been a car of why not? Why not? Why not use a different engine? Why not prioritize beauty over utility? As we get closer to the official unveiling, one thing is certain. The legend is coming back and it's doing it on its own terms. Oh, would you like me to create a detailed list of the expected technical specifications and performance figures for this model? Take.